From the studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Powered by Century Laminates, Citroën, Orient Electric, Amrita University and Signia.
Good evening and welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, we launched Republic Bangla with a promise that we will give the audience the kind of investigative journalism not seen in Bengal for the last 20 years. The investigative journalism that the Republic Network believes in, which our viewers follow. And keeping our promise, today, 1 hour back, we broke a mega exclusive on terrorism in Bengal on Republic Bangla. And in a few moments, you will see terror tapes that show how deep the tentacles of the Jamaat-ul-Mujahideen Bangladesh are in India. You will see the visual evidence of the terrorist groups establishing terrorism across India. The Bardhaman blast-linked terrorists are on tape today spilling the beans. The JMB India headquarters is training the terrorists. The weapons are on display. The training tape is with us. These terrorists are the greatest enemies of the people of India, and we are exposing them bit by bit. Those who chose to shut their eyes when we exposed the ISIS radicalization tapes in 2017 and said that the Republic Network is right-wing because it exposes the ISIS tapes. They are the people who will say today that we are right-wing because we are showing the JMB training tapes. These people should realize from what is played out today and then admit that radicalization is very real. I come to you with two debates today. First, the tapes of the JMB, the training videos of the jihadis who are operating freely in Bengal. That's debate number 1 tonight, viewers, and debate number 2 this evening. Debate number 2 this evening is on the Batla House case, India versus the terror sympathizers. How Batla House has become a metaphor for that kind of false appeasement. All this and more is coming up, and here are the headlines this Tuesday evening on the debate tonight. Five tapes expose the truth behind the Bangladeshi terror in Bengal. It's a Republic Bangla super exclusive news break. The Republic Bangla exclusive on terror training, radicalization, and the interrogation videos unmask the conspiracy to attack innocents in India. A day after the court convicts Indian Mujahideen terrorists, the BJP slams opposition parties for demoralizing the Delhi police. Delhi police vindicated on encounter. Will those who shed tears and whose hearts bled for the terrorists now apologize? Mamta storms Nandigram by reminding people of her 2007 fight against land acquisition. And as Mamta visits 3 temples in Nandigram, BJP asks, why pull out the Hindu card now? On the 2nd of October 2014, an explosion took place in the house of Hassan Chaudhary in Khagragaon in Bardhaman district of Bengal. 1 person died, 2 others were injured. The case went to the CID and was later re-registered under the National Investigating Agency in the same year. A charge sheet was filed in March 2015. This year, in fact last month, the mastermind and the head of the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh in India, a man called Kausar, was sentenced to 29 years in prison, but till now, the people of India, the people of Bengal don't know the extent of the operations of the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh in West Bengal. And that is because the visual evidence of the plans of this terrorist group in Bengal has never come out in public. Now tonight, and for the first time ever, Republic Bangla is bringing you these terror tapes. These tapes, which have been accessed by the Republic media networks, senior associate editor Shawan Sen will tell you just how close the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh has got to unleashing terrorism in the state of Bengal and across India.
7th August 2019, Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh members, along with their India head, are arrested in Bengaluru. Among those arrested are Kausar, alias Mohammad Jahidul Islam, and Mustafizur Rahman, alias Tuhin. The investigation into the role and activity of the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh begins, and very quickly the link is drawn to this blast 4 years earlier in Khagragar under the Burdwan police station in West Bengal. In the possession of these dreaded Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh terrorists are pistols, ammunition, metal cylinders, explosives, chemicals and secret training videos like this video.
استعدوا استرى استعدوا استرى استعدوا استرى استعدوا استرى استعدوا استرى استعدوا বসে পড়ুন
This is the video of the training being given by this Bangladeshi terrorist group by young men to carry out terrorist attacks across West Bengal. The voice in this video is that of Kausar.
গ্রেনেড ব্যবহার কিভাবে করতে হয়, শত্রুর বিরুদ্ধে গ্রেনেডের কি ব্যবহার আছে, ব্যাটলফিল্ডে গ্রেনেড কয়ভাবে ব্যবহার করা হয় এবং ব্যবহার করা যায়, আমরা এই বিষয়ে ইনশাআল্লাহ প্রশিক্ষণ দেব।
And in this video, he's training his recruits into carrying out grenade attacks in Bengal. See here, in this part of the video, Kausar is training these Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh terror recruits on how to throw grenades at innocent people of Bengal. This video has never come out before. This video has come out for the first time, and it seems very similar to Al-Qaeda and ISIS videos, which show the extent to which Bangladeshi terrorist groups wanted to target the people of Bengal. Now see this video. This man, a dangerous Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladeshi terrorist called Nasirullah. One of the accused in the Burdwan blast case, where it is believed the bomb went off when bomb and grenade training was going on. This man was arrested by the police in Dhaka in Bangladesh. He was planning to carry out attacks in Assam.
এমনি বাজার করবে
যেটা যদি হয় তার সামনে কি হবে, সংগঠনের শক্তি বাড়বে।
সংগঠনের শক্তি কিভাবে বাড়বে? রিসার্চ করলে সংগঠনের শক্তি বাড়বে?
This interrogation has never been seen before.
আসামে কি পরিকল্পনা ছিল সামনের দিকে তাকিয়ে?
এই বিষয়টা আমি অ্যাকুরেটলি কারো কোনো নেতার মুখে শুনিনি আর কি।
কিন্তু কার কাছ থেকে শুনেছিলি? তুই তো বললি, একটু আগেই বললি আমাকে, রফিক না কার কাছ থেকে শুনেছিলি?
রফিকের কাছে কথা শুনে মানে আমি বুঝতে পেরেছিলাম যে এটা
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ।
The Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh wants to use radicalized young men and women from Bengal and Bangladesh against the people of Bengal and Assam.
Pin Queen, throw position. Sure. খুলে রেডি। এখন আমার নির্দিষ্ট জায়গায় আমি এটাকে ছুড়ে মারবো, ঠিক আছে? এক, দুই।
This is the video of Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh terrorist. His name is Habibur Rahman Sheikh. He's one of the most dangerous Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh terrorists and an expert in rockets and bombs. Watch him reveal the terror secrets and terror training programs conducted deep in the forests.
छुपाया है भाई रॉकेट?
अभी देखना पड़ेगा, जाके ढूंढना पड़ेगा।
टेस्ट कहाँ से किया था?
डाउन में।
चल कहाँ से टेस्ट किया था? टेस्ट कहाँ से किया था? इस पेड़ के पास से। चल
एकदम डाउन है ना, उधर हम लोग 3 आदमी था उधर।
झाड़ से बांध के टेस्ट किया था।
इधर हम लोग
हाँ, और छुपाया कहाँ? कौन सा इस प्लेस है ना?
Proscribed terrorist organization like the JMB spread its tentacles not only into West Bengal but also into some of the northeastern states. These videos accessed exclusively by Republic Media Network clearly shows how the JMB took advantage of the porous borders of West Bengal and then carried out their radicalization activities not just in West Bengal but also down south in Karnataka as well as in Kerala. The question that one needs to ask today is that who is responsible for allowing JMB to flourish in states like West Bengal and Karnataka?
Now the people of Bengal must wake up to the reality of terror and of these dangerous people whose target is to break Bengal and attack the people of Bengal, which we will never allow. Republic Bangla exclusive investigation.
Through this debate, I'd like to continue showing the shots there of the terror tape. And so, Atikur Rahman, I want you to start the debate today with Savio Rodriguez. Savio, you saw the pictures there. This Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh is being allowed to freely operate in Bengal. And it has started with its tentacles in Bengal and then it's gone and spread to other parts of the country, including in Bengaluru. The question is, how is the JMB being allowed to operate? Atikur Rahman, the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh dangerous jihadi group. Did you see the pictures there?
Yeah.
Did you see the pictures of the JMB training camp?
Quite serious, quite serious.
Right?
Yeah.
You're
Now I,
quite serious.
Arnab, I congratulate you.
As serious as your approach towards the PFI or less?
The termites of Mr. Amit Shah now have become terrorists, and this has been going on under the watch of the Home Minister of India. Since the past 6 years, they could not, stamp this rod, and now only election time is the best time to bring up these things so that they can garner votes. The consolidation of the Hindutva elements, this is the cheap weapon of the BJP led by the RSS. And the people of India quite understand these things nowadays. They are not going to be carried away by this. Mamta is going to win the election. The BJP is losing the plot. And this also shows that
Why are you
such
linking
a,
this to the elections?
Topsy-turvy position in
Why are
Bengal.
you linking this to the elections?
Because the termites have turned into terrorists.
Why are you linking this to the elections?
The termites of the Home Minister now become terrorists.
Sudhanshu, let's... No, Savio, I think...
Comment.
Sudhanshu should be allowed to respond first.
Atikur Rahman ji, I just want to
Sudhanshu
ask
should be allowed to respond first and then I'll come in.
A
Sudhanshu.
terror plot, unearthing of a terror plot comes an election issue. Is there any two thoughts about terrorism and how you relate it to Hindutva? If it is a terrorism, on one stand you say terrorism is having no color. It means you want to attach terrorism to the Muslims. This is the biggest damage you have done to Muslims. Unfortunately, the people like you have never attacked Muslim society to whether Dr. Kalam or Veer Abdul Hamid or Ustad Bismillah Khan or Brigadier Usman. You always try to relate Muslim society with Ishrat Jahan, Yaqub Menon, Zakir Naik, Afzal Guru, Basarrat Alam. This is the problem. How you have connected it with the religion? वाह भाई वाह, जब कोई पकड़ा जाए तो आतंकवाद का मजहब नहीं होता और जैसे ही अच्छा लगा तो आतंकवाद में मजहब दिखने लगा और दूसरा भी दिखने लगा
Your face
and it has not become for the first time
that you are on a back foot in Bengal.
How it is connected with Bengal?
Accept the defeat, sir. Accept the
no,
defeat.
No, I just want to ask a question.
In accepting
How
defeat?
come it is not politically connected to Bengal? आप बताइए, अच्छा इसमें political benefit किसको हो रहा है? It is clear those who are taking a tough line against the terror, they can have the benefit. Why you are not taking a tough line against terror? Why? I want an answer. आज ही का दिन है ना, पटाला हाउस इनकाउंटर में आंख में आंसू बहाने वाले अच्छा पीट रहे हैं, कह रहे हैं ये भी इलेक्शन टाइम पे आया है. जिन्होंने जाकिर को शांति का मसीहा कहा, जिन्होंने इशरत जहां को बेटी कहा, जिन्होंने बटाला हाउस इनकाउंटर पे आंसू बहाए, वही लोग आज आकर ये कह रहे हैं. बोलिए ना, क्यों नहीं करते आप? I just want one answer. You name a single country in the world among the major countries which is facing terrorism and their political class.
I'd like
there are two views about terrorism.
The Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh's hand in the Bardhawan blast, which was investigated. I'd like to please make a point here that Mamta Banerjee, after the blast, had said, and Dipanjan Chakrabarti, formerly with the NSG, is with me tonight.
No, what are the
Mamta Banerjee at that point of time had said, and I quote,
what are the border security forces doing?
the center may have used RAW to plant the bomb. So Mamta Banerjee had effectively blamed RAW, India's external intelligence agency, of planting the bomb. So Vivek, you should think through before you speak.
No, but what are the border
That was the position taken then by Mamta Banerjee. And now because I'm showing these tapes...
So central forces क्या कर रही हैं? No, what is the central government doing? You, in your channel, for a month we covered drugs and Bollywood.
Are these people from the central forces?
What is the narcotics bureau doing? Aapka narcotics bureau failed. Your border security forces failed. Terrorists अंदर आ रहा है, drugs अंदर आ रहे हैं. Forget about Bengal, it is all over the nation.
ठीक है भाई साहब, अब हमें भी बोलने दीजिए.
Who is to be blamed?
This is not the way.
Who is to be blamed, sir?
If you no, this is not the way. If you try to
no, we are Indians and we are against the terrorists. We are not in favor of Islamic fundamentalists.
हमने बोलना शुरू नहीं किया.
But the central government is not acting.
If you trying to disturb me, I will not allow you to speak. मेरा आवाज शायद आपसे ज्यादा है, थोड़ा सा आवाज आपको भी करने दीजिए, हमें बोलने दीजिए. Now,
मेरा सवाल है भाई साहब, ड्रग्स बॉलीवुड में
हमें तो बोलने ही नहीं दिए.
एक महीना इसी चैनल पे डिबेट करी है, तो नारकोटिक्स कंट्रोल ब्यूरो फेल हुआ ना, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट फेल हुई ना, आपके टेररिस्ट बेंगलुरु तक पहुंच गए, अब उसमें लेफ्ट और बाकी लोगों का क्या रोल?
Surya sir, for the first time I am on this channel. Please allow me to speak. Please allow me to speak. अगर आपको पसंद नहीं है, you have every right to counter.
सर आप प्लीज बोलिए. आप प्लीज बोलिए.
Thank you. बहुत धन्यवाद.
सर आप बोलिए.
Sir, I have correct. So the thing is, when it was happened, I mean that Khagragar incident. And I believe, if I'm not wrong, it was 12th or 13th of October, There was a public gathering at Calcutta. Not a public gathering, it's basically workers, Trinamool Congress workers gathering was there. And in Netaji Indoor Stadium. And that time, CM had exactly commented the same thing. It was planted by RAW. And I was shocked because I served the nation through RAW, through NSG, and I was shocked. In fact, I was actually, मुझे दिख रहा था कि ये पाकिस्तान के डॉन न्यूज़पेपर में जो हेडलाइन होता है, जो रॉ ये किया, रॉ वो किया, रॉ वो किया, and I was shocked that an elected sir,
तो आप बताइए
sir, लेकिन elected sir, please elected
सर, ये तो बताइए।
नहीं, आप मुझे बात करने देंगे, आप बात करेंगे, आप मुझे बात करने देंगे। देखिए ये तमीज से सर प्लीज नहीं मुझे बोलने दीजिए, मुझे बोलने दीजिए सर, आप मुझे बोलने नहीं देंगे। मैं पॉलिटिक्स की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ, पॉलिटिक्स की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। नहीं, अगर आप बोलने आएंगे तो दैट्स रॉन्ग। आप मुझे बोलने नहीं दे रहे, आप मुझे बोलने नहीं दे रहे, आप मुझे बोलने नहीं दे रहे, दैट्स रॉन्ग। आप अगर अपना यहाँ अपना एजेंडा दिखाने आए, सो आई एम सॉरी, आई विल नॉट अलाउ यू। प्लीज अलाउ मी। अगर आपका डिबेटेबल है, आप डिबेट कीजिए।
विवेक, let him speak, please. Vivek,
please allow me to talk.
Vivek, let him complete, please.
I don't know.
Increase the fold back. 1 second. Let him complete. Okay, I've decided he should be allowed to complete. Thank you, Pankaj on the right. Please let him complete. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Complete your point, Dipanjan.
My logic was very simple. करेक्ट, माई लॉजिक इज वेरी सिंपल। पुलवामा बॉम्ब ब्लास्ट होता है, उस समय आप बोलेंगे तो सवाल आ रहा है खागरागढ़ में क्यों नहीं बोले, खागरागढ़ में सवाल आता है तो बोलेंगे पुलवामा में क्यों नहीं बोले। लेट इट बी इन द रिकॉर्ड बाय एवरी टीवी चैनल में ड्यूरिंग पुलवामा भी, ड्यूरिंग खागरागढ़ भी, हर जगह पे बात किया। नाउ क्वेश्चन इज, इट्स नॉट ओनली अ खागरागढ़, क्वेश्चन इज ओनली नॉट अ पर्टिकुलर कौसर और नसीरुल्लाह। द क्वेश्चन इज, आपको भी सबको पता है जहां पानी इकट्ठा होता है वह ब्रीडिंग ग्राउंड होता है मच्छरों का। अब वेदर इस वो डेंगू का मच्छर है, इंसेफेलाइटिस का, वो मच्छर का गलती है या जिसने पानी इकट्ठा करने दिया उसका गलती है। पानी का तो गलती नहीं हो सकता है। अब पानी इकट्ठा कर रहे हो, आप कितना मच्छर मारोगे? देयर कुड बी थाउजेंड्स ऑफ कौसर, थाउजेंड्स ऑफ नसीरुल्लाहs, दे आर द स्लीपर सेल। नाउ द प्रॉब्लम इज नॉट विद ओनली JMB, द प्रॉब्लम इज द रेडिकलाइजेशन, एंड दैट इज द मोस्ट डेंजरस थिंग। अगर किसी ने कहा, कोई होम मिनिस्टर ने कहा कि बंगाल इज एक्चुअली ऑन अ वोल्केनो, टू सम एक्सटेंट यस, इट्स करेक्ट। हम लोग काम किए हैं, हम पॉलिटिकल एजेंडा दिखाने नहीं आए, और ये प्रॉब्लम आज नहीं, बंगाल में काफी सालों से चल रहा है। I belong to a small city. Now I am settled in Mumbai. I belong to a small city of Bengal. मैंने 90s से देखा, जब मैं जाता था, suddenly new faces.
सारे बॉम्ब उड़ के आ गए देश में क्या?
सर मैंने मुसलमान का नाम ही नहीं लिया, ये नाम आप ले रहे हैं।
आपकी बॉर्डर पेट्रोलिंग का क्या
स्टेटस है? नाम आप ले रहे हैं, मुसलमान का नाम मैंने नहीं लिया। फौज में आपको समझाता हूँ, सुनिए, फौज में मुसलमान हिंदू नहीं होता है।
आप इम्प्लाई वही कर रहे हैं ना सर?
एक मिनट, आपको मालूम नहीं है, आप यहाँ एजेंडा खेल रहे हैं। नो,
आपको इस्लामिक रेडिकल दिखता है।
मैं मुसलमान का नाम ही नहीं लिया,
आपको नहीं दिखता।
मैं मुसलमान का नाम नहीं लिया, मैंने बोला एक कौसर, नहीं, एक कौसर, सुनिए, एक कौसर, एक नसरुल्लाह नहीं है। मैं पानी की बात कर रहा हूँ, मैं मच्छर की बात नहीं किया। ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, मैं पानी की बात कर रहा हूँ, पानी ब्रीडिंग ग्राउंड, मच्छर की बात नहीं कर रहा हूँ। मच्छर को मार सकते हैं लेकिन मच्छर फिर पैदा होगा। सवाल नहीं, मैंने हिंदू मुसलमान, ये आप एजेंडा खेल रहे हैं। आई डोंट नो आप कौन सा
भारत के बॉर्डर से,
आप देखिए,
भारत के बॉर्डर को सील
मच्छर आया
ये केंद्र
और वो बॉर्डर के लोग, देखिए BSF का, आप डू यू हैव एनी आइडिया, आपने बंगाल में बॉर्डर में गए कभी?
कहां से आ गया?
नो वन इज सेइंग कि BSF में सब धोए है, दूध के धुले हुए। नहीं, आप मिक्स मत कीजिए,
आप बताइए ना मुझे सर,
आप मिक्स मत कीजिए, आप मिक्स मत कीजिए, आप मिक्स कर रहे हैं, अगेन आप मिक्स कर रहे हैं, मिस्टर दूर, आप अगेन आप मिक्स कर रहे हैं। आई डोंट नो आप कौन सा पॉलिटिकल, मैं नहीं जानता हूं,
मुसलमान से लेना
आप मिक्स कर रहे हैं, नहीं, आप बार बार मिक्स कर रहे हैं और लोगों को, नहीं, आप डाइवर्ट कर रही इशू। आप रेडिकलाइजेशन के बारे में आई हैव नो आइडिया, आपका कितना नॉलेज है?
करूंगा सर, क्योंकि
हम जानते हैं रेडिकलाइजेशन क्या है, हमें फेस करना पड़ता है। नहीं, रेडिकलाइजेशन, देखिए, रेडिकलाइजेशन विदाउट अ पॉलिटिकल सपोर्ट रेडिकलाइजेशन नहीं होता है। आप सुन लीजिए, ना आप
की बात करिए,
आप ये तो आप अपने आप को मसीहा बना रहे हैं भाई साहब। आपने इस्लाम की, आप इस्लाम का मसीहा मत बने। देखिए, हमने कश्मीर में काम किए, हमें पता है वहाँ इस्लाम किस तकलीफ में है और हम किस सपोर्ट करते हैं, इंडियन आर्म फोर्सेस क्या सपोर्ट करते हैं, क्या बात करते हैं आप भाई साहब? सुनिए,
I would like to bring in Pankaj and Sudhanshu.
मुस्लिम लड़की जब
I'd like to bring in Pankaj and Sudhanshu. I'd like to bring in Pankaj and Sudhanshu. Thank you very much, Dipanjan. Savio, 1 minute. I'd like to bring in, before I come over to you, Savio. I think there is a lot of discomfort, Savio, about the fact that I'm showing these tapes tonight. They are hating it. Because they can dismiss the reality about the JMB as long as the visual evidence is not shown. When you begin to show the visual evidence, they become extremely uncomfortable. Because till you show the visual evidence, you can put out any theory. The raw, other kinds of terrorism, the RSS hand is behind all this. They can blame anyone. But when we show the terror tapes, they get uncomfortable. Look at Vivek. He's so uncomfortable. Look at Atikur today. Very uncomfortable, Savio. Can you see that?
Quite comfortable.
They want me to stop this program right now.
I can see that clearly.
They want to talk about other subjects.
You see, Arnab, that's
Savio,
the problem.
can you see that?
They are not
I can see
open
clearly.
to the reality in front of them, Arnab. They are not open to the reality in front of them. They will blame the army, they will blame the RAW, they will blame the IB, they will blame any organization, but they will not look at the truth. And the truth is of radicalization. The truth is of Islamic radicalization. They want to do exactly what happened in Kashmir, in other parts of India. So stop giving me this rubbish that you think it's about Muslims. It's not about it. It is about radicalization. It is about radicalization. Non-Muslims. It's about Islamic radicalization. It's about turning innocent people to terrorists. It's about turning innocent people against the country. It's about turning innocent people against humanity. That's not Muslim. That's Islamic radicalization. And it is real. It is happening in Bengal. It's happening in Kashmir. It's happening in parts of Karnataka. It's happening in Kerala. So please open your eyes, Mr. Rahman. You're an Islamic scholar. You're an Islamic scholar. You have to save the people. You have to save the people. You have to save the innocent Muslims who are getting driven to radicalization. You have to do that in the interest of the country. In the interest of the country as an Islamic scholar. You have to ensure that the young Muslim boys and girls are not radicalized in their mind. They are not fighting the country on an Islamic jihad. That is wrong. This country is for them. This country is there for every person that believes in India. Not Islamic radicalism. Islamic radicalism will be crushed. Islamic radicalism will be crushed in India. All radicalism.
In the past 6
all
years,
radicalism
the government
in
should
India
have done it.
will be crushed.
They did it.
Do
they
not
made
play
the
with
people of
innocent
India
lives.
suffer.
Do not play with innocent lives.
You know,
Question
do not
tonight.
radicalize
Question tonight, and I want to bring in Pankaj and Sudhanshu Trivedi. Pankaj and Sudhanshu Trivedi and my dear viewers, across the border, Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is willing to crack down on terrorism in a big way. But why isn't the Mamata Banerjee government showing the same vigor? That's my question tonight. Because Sheikh Hasina says we will not allow any terror activities on our soil. But in Bengal, it seems to me there is a go slow against the JMB. There are terrorist training camps of the Jamaatul Mujahideen in Bangladesh. There are terror training videos of Kausar, who for 4 years after the Bardhaman blast had a free run radicalizing people in India. My next question, and then on this, Sudhanshu Trivedi must debate with Pankaj. In 2016, look what happening across the border. 3,000 people, including 37 hardcore Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh terrorists were arrested in Bangladesh. It was a sweeping crackdown on Islamic radicalization in Bangladesh. How many terrorists did the Trinamool government catch in Bengal from the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh? In Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina is acting against them. In Bengal, they've been allowed to spread. Tell me, Pankaj, why? Why are we uncomfortable, Sudhanshu Trivedi, in talking about Islamic radicalization? People who are misusing the name of Islam to radicalize young people like this. Turn young men from the age of 16 to 25 into hardcore terrorists. You're uncomfortable about it. Atikur is uncomfortable about it. Pankaj is uncomfortable about it. Vivek, stop shouting about it tonight. The tapes are a reality. Sudhanshu Trivedi, tape dekhiye.
Who told you that I am?
Ye tape dekhiye, these tapes have never been shown before.
Uncomfortable about
Pankaj, accept the reality.
Who told you that I am uncomfortable about it? See, there cannot be two opinions.
That has it not grown under the nose of the state government or not?
Terrorism must be dealt with the strongest hand possible. Jamaat-ul-Mujahideen Bangladesh, is it a new organization? It is in the field for more than 2 decades, 22 years. This has more than 10,000 people. It's not a hidden fact that they are getting money from Pakistan. They are Talibanis. They want Islamic State based on Sharia. We have a very strong and decisive central government.
How are they doing trans training in Bengal?
They must do.
Mr. Pankaj, in this context, I would just like to remind one
against
fact.
the terror outfit. Why not?
That's why your other colleague on the panel are trying to connect it with politics and the elections. In this context, I would like to just remind one thing, sir. In Bangladesh, you remember the Dhaka bombing? Dhaka terror attack, you remember? Mall में लोगों से कुरान शरीफ की आयतें सुनवा कर गोली मारी गई, उसमें कई बेचारे मुस्लिम भी मार दिए गए क्योंकि वो सही ढंग से नहीं सुना पाए. After that, there is a strong crackdown in Bangladesh. शेख हसीना की सरकार ने जमाते इस्लामी पे बैन लगाया, कितने ही लोगों को फांसी दी है. Here मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, forget about any action. Can you quote a single statement of Mamta Didi against the fundamental Islamic terrorists? In this context, I would like to remind.
This is
not the issue of just Islamic fundamentalism. There are certain madrasas in West Bengal which are creating a fundamentalist ideology. ये किसका स्टेटमेंट है अर्नब? ये किसका स्टेटमेंट है? दिलकुर रहमान सुनिए, विवेक श्रीवास्तव सुनिए, ये स्टेटमेंट है बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य का. He accepted.
That's Atikur, not Vivek.
स्टेटमेंट नहीं दिया. बोलिए बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य का इंटरव्यू में बोला उन्होंने कि मदरसों में फंडामेंटलिज्म पढ़ाया जा रहा है. बोलिए हाँ या ना? जब सरकार में रहेंगे तो हकीकत एक्सेप्ट करनी पड़ेगी. But अफसोस of the issue of terrorism, you are trying to do politics.
Only for the simple reason that these are
अरे ममता जी का एक स्टेटमेंट तो बता दीजिए. शेख हसीना कहती है मैं किसी को यहाँ नहीं रहने दूंगी. ममता जी कहती है मैं देखती हूँ यहाँ पे कौन निकाला जाता है. वो कहती है कि रोहिंग्या को कौन निकालता है.
You are working with
क्या बात करना चाह रहे हैं? अरे you are कर रहे हैं सर. अरे विवेक श्रीवास्तव से पूछिए, ये तो कम्युनिस्ट है ना. रिलीजन इज एन ओपियम. और पुरपुरा शरीफ के गद्दी नशीन के साथ कर रहे हैं आप इलेक्शन पे. अरे बोलिए ना, रंजन पीटर के साथ बैठे. वाह भाई वाह, विवेक श्रीवास्तव पीरजादा अब्बास की गद्दी नशीन और पुरपुरा शरीफ इज योर इलेक्टोरल अलाय. और यू हैव रिकॉर्ड किया है बुद्धदेव भट्टाचार्य एक्सेप्टेड और नॉट. बोलिए यस या नो.
सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी, आप हार रहे हैं और आप जानते हैं बीजेपी बंगाल में हार रही है. तो फ्रस्ट्रेट मत होइए त्रिवेदी.
अरे इसीलिए लेफ्ट और कांग्रेस एक दूसरे के
आप हार रहे हैं. सुधांशु त्रिवेदी जी तीसरे नंबर पे आएंगे.
जिनकी हुकूमत थी 10 साल पहले,
आपका हिंदू फंडामेंटलिज्म काम नहीं आएगा.
कर पा रहे हैं.
ब्रिगेड ग्राउंड भर दिया, मोदी साहब नहीं भर पाए. लेफ्ट ने भर दिया ब्रिगेड ग्राउंड, मोदी साहब नहीं भर पाए. अब फ्रस्ट्रेशन हो रही है तो आप इस्लामोफोबिया कर रहे हैं टीवी पे बैठ. जब आपको पता है हारेंगे तो मुसलमानों को डरा दो, हिंदुओं को डरा दो. 14-50% मुसलमान से 80% हिंदुओं को डरना चाहिए भाई. अरे भाई मुसलमानों का राज्य आने जा रहा है. मुसलमान बाहुल्य क्षेत्र में हिंदू
नहीं. ये पहले जवाब दीजिए ना. You are a party who says religion is an opium. Why you have an
डेवलपमेंट में आप लड़ नहीं सकते. सर यू आर अ फेलियर. सर योर पार्टी इज अ फेलियर. The central government is a failure on the plan of development. You are 0 out of 10, and that is why. आप बता दीजिए सर, बंगाल में सिलेंडर कितने का बेचोगे आए तो.
The fact is that, thank you very much, Vivek. I also want to bring in Shubhodit Bagchi. Viewers, you know, the problem is Shubhodit. Now Shubhodit is on the debate. Now Vivek, listen, let's be courteous. Shubhodit, Patrikrit have not spoken. And my question is, Vivek, can you please stop for a while, please? Thank you. You see, this has grown under the nose of the state government or not? The Ministry of Home Affairs in July 2019 has raised serious concerns about the Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh using some madrasas in Bardhaman and Murshidabad in Bengal for radicalizing local youth for terrorist activities. You can try to brush this under the carpet. The JMB is making permanent bases in Bengal, right or wrong, Shubhajit? I am only quoting Ministry of Home Affairs notifications. I am not making this up before the elections. The JMB does arms training in Bengal. Asad Ali in Assam, JMB terrorist, was caught. He revealed that several members of the JMB have undergone serious arms and explosives training in Bengal. I think, Shubhajit, you are here in Kolkata. You can tell people like Atikur the reality. Maybe he'll be happier hearing it from you than me.
I mean, if you look at the terror cases, I mean, first you have to find out that, how many people have been acquitted over the years in Bengal. I mean, they were arrested in terror cases and they were acquitted. I don't have these figures readily with me, but I can tell you many of them been acquitted and there's no conviction, which is usually the case, And secondly, let us not confuse between...
Why is there no conviction? Why is there no conviction? No, why is there no conviction?
My point is, political violence in Bengal is very high all the time. Now, political violence and what is this JMB violence? Now, if there is JMB violence, the police should investigate and the law should take its own course. That's the position. There is no if and but about it. So whoever is the political party and whoever is investigating it, there should be charges framed and people should be taken to court and convicted. That is the process.
But if you don't want to accept but if they don't want to accept the reality of Islamic radicalization, these are people, and I'll tell you,
Arnab, can I just come in?
You're the central agencies.
Comment on what
you for starters are not accepting.
Yeah.
Arnab, can I just come in?
Pathikrit. No, Pathikrit wants to respond to Atikur. Coming to Atikur, Pathikrit comes in. Pathikrit is making a point.
Arnab, some of the Muslim majority countries have more conviction and guts to fight Islamic terrorism than India because of these fake liberals. I'll tell you the reason. Every time NIA does an action, this is the same bunch of people who will come up and say that law and order is the state subject. What is central government doing? And every time these revelations happen, then they'll say, what is the central government doing? Why are they not doing anything? Let me tell you how it is happening. One of the biggest problems with the borders is land acquisition for fencing. Land acquisition is a major problem. You can't even create fencing unless you acquire land, and land has to be acquired by the state government. Question is, has the land been acquired by the state government? Number one. Number two, terrorism survives on four.
Terrorism. Law and order I can understand, but cross-border terrorism we are talking of. Why are you?
Unfortunately, law and order being a state subject, a lot of times NIA cannot do anything, central government cannot do anything. I'll tell you what happened in November 2020. In November 2020, NIA came in and arrested 11 Al-Qaeda personnel terrorists in Bengal. They brought in BSF. You can understand the level of trust deficit that exists. So the states need to understand it's not a confederation that every state will think I'll do my way. It's a federal structure, does not mean a confederation. Unfortunately, we have taken this appeasement politics to so to that extent that Sheikh Hasina says that there is a problem going on in Bengal, in India, and you need to be careful. In 2017, 2000 Hujibi and Jamaat Mujahideen Bangladesh people were actually sneaking
Atikur, let me tell you, terrorists spare nobody. Terrorists spare nobody, including their sympathizers. You can take it in any which way you want. Terrorists spare nobody, including their greatest sympathizers. Don't mind my saying this to you. Terrorists spare nobody. Do you think terrorists will spare their own sympathizers? Will they? You can sympathize as much with them. They don't spare the sympathizers also. And the fact is the JMB, this is a dangerous group whose pictures we have shown today, Dipanjan. The JMB is spreading across India. It has regrouped. It has formed a sleeper cell, JMB Bengaluru. JMB is operating in Jharkhand, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Kerala in the guise of Bangladeshi immigrants. Do you follow me or not? Do you follow the seriousness of this or not?
Yeah, absolutely.
JMB leaders have been caught. Asadullah SK was caught from a hideout in Chennai.
Can you ask this?
You realize the seriousness?
Can you ask this gentleman Atiku to stop for us? Please, can you ask this gentleman Atiku to stop for something? Please, for God's sake, please. You cannot shout and disturb everyone. You cannot shout and disturb everyone, Mr. Atiku. Just behave yourself. Please behave yourself.
Dipanjan.
Please, you are shouting.
Dipanjan and Atiku are only two people. Please, Anand,
you are not shouting, you are barking. I mean, why, Mr. Atiku, please allow us to say. No. You are not the sole authority to talk about Islamic jihad. No. You cannot. You just keep shut up. No. You have every right. Please allow us to talk also. Please allow us to talk. Now, Arnab, my concern is it's not the question of inefficiency of Bengal police or Calcutta police. Let him bark. Now the thing is, my concern is not the inefficiency of Bengal police, it's the ineffectiveness and inactiveness. Agar a police inefficient hai, you can consider, and for that NI is there. NIA and other agencies are there, IB is there. But agar police ko aap ineffective, again you started barking. Again you have started barking. Yeah, please, मिस्टर, आप अगर ऐसा चिल्लाएंगे मैं आपको सांस लेने नहीं दूंगा. आप don't shout. No. आप हमें बात करने दीजिए. देखिए, I don't know. I think you are enjoying the liberties. I think you are taking undue advantage of liberties. I don't know why the production house, I mean, they are allowing you, and why they are tolerating you. Please don't shout. Please don't bark, Mr. Atiku.
Atikur, I have allowed you so far, but I must stop you now. Thank you. Pankaj on the right, please. Thank you. Atik, because you've been told twice and you're not stopping. Continue.
He is talking only, he is trying to disturb everybody, and he is trying to divert the issue. Now, our issue is the main issue. Let's come back to the thing. Whether this issue, whatever issue जो आज आप लोगों ने लाए, whether it is getting politicized और इससे कोई election में impact आएगा या नहीं, I am not concerned. Neither I am a candidate or supporter of BJP or CPM or Congress or Trinamool Congress. My concern is these sleeper cells, they always get activated during such period जो आज दिख रहा है. Police is busy with other things. Nobody is taking care of actual internal security or homeland security. And that's the problem. That's the problem, because disturbances are there, instability is there. 50% of police, they have.
You want to say that?
No,
is it a joint responsibility of the central government and the state government to fight against terrorism or not?
No. Then I'm talking about. Let's talk about central state government. Now there was a major incident during Mr. Nadda's tour to Bengal. कितने लोग अरेस्ट हुए थे? Do you want me to believe कि एक वीवीआईपी जा रहा है, जेट कैटेगरी वीआईपी जा रहा है, वहां लोग रास्ते में 100-200 लोग जोड़े इकट्ठे हुए हैं, कौन है? लोकल पुलिस नहीं जानते हैं? Do you expect that CISF or Central Police Force they will sanitize the entire route? अगर वो अलाउ किया गया करने के लिए, और इट वाज अ ड्रेस रिहर्सल कि चलो हम करके देखते हैं रिस्पांस क्या होता है, फिर फाइनल धमाका और कुछ होगा. That is the main concern.
You want to say
it's not only the politicians.
Is deliberately not taking any action against the terrorists. You want to say this? Do you think that any state government...
Sir, let me get Sudhanshu Trivedi on the left. Thank you. Sudhanshu on the left. Pankaj, I'll tell you, I'll answer the question a different way. Sudhanshu.
I just want to say one thing. Pankaj ji, aapne kaha na, we want to accuse that they are deliberately not taking action. He has referred about the Nadda ji visit. I want to remind Amit Shah ji, attack on Amit Shah ji in 2019 election. 1.5 years has passed, sir. क्या एक्शन है? कोई चार्जशीट, कोई कोर्ट में केस, कोई गिरफ्तारी, nothing.
आप लोग लेते हैं सर.
कोई nothing. A Z+ security person with an ASL, advanced security licensing, उसके ऊपर अटैक हो रहा है. In the daylight, पूरा वीडियो कवरेज अवेलेबल है, not even a single arrest. And you are saying that we have to believe this government.
खिलाफ करते हैं सब नेताओं के खिलाफ,
भैया आप तो बोलिए
सोशल एक्टिविस्ट के खिलाफ, दिशा रवि के खिलाफ, तापसी पन्नू के खिलाफ, आपकी क्या बात है सर? एक्शन तो आप लोग करते हैं,
आप तो पूरी तरीके से पहले बुद्धो भट्टाचार्य में जब आप वीडियो के आगे बोलिएगा प्लीज विवेक
तापसी पन्नू के घर पे
भट्टाचार्य ने
आपके खिलाफ बोलती है,
फंडामेंटलिज्म हो रहा है, वो सही है,
तापसी पन्नू के घर पे 5 करोड़ पता नहीं क्या,
उसके बाद बोलिए
सीबीआई को तोता बना दो और छोड़ दो उसको अपोजिशन पार्टी के पीछे, करो तंग लोगों को, ये अमित शाह का स्टाइल है,
जिनकी
अमित शाह का स्टाइल है सीबीआई और ईडी को मिसयूज करना, ये है सर, कुछ नहीं कहा गया था, सबसे ज्यादा भ्रष्टाचार करते हो, सरकारी तंत्र का मिसयूज करते हो.
Vivek, where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is a will, there is a way. 1 minute, Vivek and Sudhanshu, please. Vivek and Sudhanshu only. Savio, please wait. Where there is a will, there is a way. So my question is that why is it that the Bengal police that goes around the country to make arrests has a hands-tied approach when it comes to taking on radicalization and JMB terrorists? 1 minute. The West Bengal police summons a 29-year-old Delhi resident Roshni Biswas for allegedly sharing a Facebook post criticizing Mamata Banerjee for not implementing the lockdown. But it cannot catch Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh terrorists who were eventually caught in Bengaluru 4 years after the Bardhaman blast. So my question to you is, no, where there is a will, there is a way. How serious are you anyway in taking on these terrorists? Savio!
No, they're not serious, Arnab. They're not serious. You have this person insulting the RAW, insulting CBI, insulting IB. Who the hell is he? Who are you? You're a nobody. You're a nobody, Vivek. You have no right. You don't want to admit to Islamic radicalization. You don't want to admit that communists support Islamic radicalization. You don't want to admit. That's the problem. People like you, Vivek,
but so is Hindu
communists like you,
and you are
communists like you who work with Islamic radicalists are here to destroy the country. That's what people like you do. That's what your people like you want to do. You want to destabilize. You want to increase terrorist activities. You want them to continue to have their sleeper cells. That's what communists are. That's what Islamic radicalists are. You are sleeping with Islamic
You don't want to take on radicalization, no doubt.
BJP will lose.
No.
If this election is for the development plank, the BJP is not even
Arnab, I want to ask something to Vivek. In 2005, there was an attack in the American Center in Bengal, in Calcutta, when the communists were in power. Where was BJP then? This whole culture of, bringing politics into everything. What happened in American Center in 2005, Vivek? You were in power in that time. What did you do? What did you do to prevent it?
If there has been something
Your
wrong,
police that time could not even prevent that. So don't get the police, don't take politics into it. This is the national problem that we are facing. And the only way we can fight it is when people like you shut your mouth. Because you are the kind of people who are the biggest impediment to fight terrorism, to fight radicalization, that is creating major problem for all communities. And nobody is blaming any particular community. If the way Bangladesh fights against terrorism, if India fights, people like you will jump on the roof every night. That is a problem. You are the radicalization mentors of people like you. You actually give them the feeding. You are the feeders. You prevent all kind of actions.
Radicalization is also bad.
I am against all kinds of radicalization. I care a damn whether it's a Hindu radicalization or an Islamic radicalization or Maoist like you. I am against all kinds of radicalization. But stop doing this window dressing. Stop doing this window dressing. Stop.
On the other side tonight, a little bit of an extension of debate. One, in a way, the Delhi police is vindicated on the Batla House encounter, but all the bleeding hearts, the fake, pseudo bleeding hearts, are trying to look the other way. We'll force them to turn the gaze on the truth about the Batla House encounter in a few minutes. Don't go away.